As those New York Jets get set to face off with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Mike 51. Coming.
On first down, it's Darnold. Pressure comes. comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Alpha.
Now it's Darnold. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 54. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, Charlie. Give me that ball.
Working from the gun. Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 9 in the 1st down. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
To throw is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin. And it'll be intercepted. picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Darnold. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Nunwa's got it, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Here's Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All righty. Check. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got an open man, it's a known one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 7.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff, running left is Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Tighten down. 57. Mike, 57.
Here's Wentz to throw. And got his man complete. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. first and 10. Here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz, and the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Sproles, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give left side to Howard. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Think he's got some unfinished business after taking that all the way down to the 1?
There's no doubt in his mind that he has unfinished business. How upset would he be, even though he won't show it, if the play call comes in, quarterback, keeper, bootleg, maybe someone else carrying the football. He's done the heavy lifting. Let him take it across the goal line.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Wentz now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's gonna be caught. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Trying to punch it in with Howard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Third and 2.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw, Darnold. That one's complete to Tomlinson. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Darnold on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 more yards. And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Here as he's taken down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second and a long way to go. Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. That's complete. It's Bell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Go. Ready?
Two left. Man left. Four down.
To throw is Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's got some space here. And down to the 20. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Switch it. Red 5-2. Come here. Smooth.
He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Strong right.
Kill.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Hey, high 7.
I got you.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I'll tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Right here. Mike 51.
Ready? Hey, Haywood.
Darnold now to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check. Watch 54. Young ladies. Hey, tight. Right there.
Hey, orbit.
54 Mike.
So we got man.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 16 yards, a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here we go, son.
Mike 54.
Lady.
What we got?
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. From the 50, it's Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We go, son.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Check nickel.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Catanzaro's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First throw of overtime for Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.